Welcome to the Bureau's long-range forecast for winter 2024. First, let's look at recent conditions. Australia's autumn rainfall has been very much below average in the southwest and the southeast. Victoria and Tasmania both look set to have around half the average rainfall for autumn, and South Australia around 40% below average. In contrast, the Northern Territory had almost double its usual rainfall, with most of it falling in March as a result of Tropical Cyclone Megan and an active monsoon trough. April and May were dry for most of the south and west. Most of New South Wales had above average rainfall with persistent showers along the coast in May. Autumn has been warmer than usual for most of Australia. Daytime temperatures were warmest on record on the far west coast during autumn. At the end of May, soil moisture is below average for large areas of southern Australia and part of the northwest. While for the north and east, soil moisture is average to above average. Many of Australia's water storages are high and around 75% full overall at the end of May. Water storages in some areas are falling below last year's levels, including the Murray-Darling Basin North at 66%, the southeast coast around 52%, and the southwest coast at 34%. Looking ahead at the winter forecast, above average rainfall is likely for some southern central parts of the mainland, parts of the west, and Queensland's north tropical coast. Most other areas, including most of the east coast, have no strong signal towards either a wetter or drier winter than usual. This means rainfall is likely to be more typical for the season. While the forecast shows it might be drier in the far north, these areas usually have low rainfall at this time of year. East coast lows and thunderstorms can still happen during winter, bringing dangerous wet and windy weather to the eastern states. Stream flow is likely to be low in the southwest and parts of the southeast. Most sites are likely to have near median to high stream flow for May to July, mainly along the east coast. For areas where soil moisture and water storages are high, this can increase the risk of flooding at times of heavy rainfall. While winter is a time for cooler weather, temperatures are very likely to be higher than usual across Australia. Even with a milder winter, frosts can still occur when temperatures drop below 4 degrees Celsius. Australia's fire agencies advise a normal fire risk across the country this winter. While there are no areas with an increased risk, destructive fires can still occur in the winter months. Widespread warmer than average sea surface temperatures are forecast globally, including in oceans surrounding Australia. The El Niño Southern Oscillation in the Pacific Ocean is currently neutral. There are some signs a La Niña may form later this year, which is why we're at La Niña Watch. However, this does not guarantee a La Niña will develop. In summary, the winter forecast shows rainfall is likely to be typical for the season for large parts of Australia, including a typical seasonal chance of unusually low or high rainfall. Above average rainfall is likely for some parts of the west and some southern central parts of the mainland, and warmer than usual days and nights are very likely everywhere. Visit the Bureau's website to find out more about the long-range forecast. Select your location on the map to see the likelihood of different conditions. Details are in the pop-up charts if you select your location on the map. Bye for now.